Wait, so we got one of the person that was debating Charlie Kirk before he was shot, has an interesting message to say.
And people have obviously pointed to the irony that the point that I was trying to make is how peaceful the left was right before he got shot. And that,
oh man, I know, right? Very
that
peaceful.
only makes sense if we stay peaceful. And as much as I disagree with Charlie Kirk, I'm on the record for how much I disagree with Charlie Kirk, but like, man, dude, he is still a human being. Have we forgotten that? Are we crazy? Like,
no, that's the issue right there. People dehumanize him, make him a target, and that's what they did. They made him a target. Why do you think it's easier for people to look at animals, right, and do fucked up shit to animals first, huh? It's the same fucking way, right? They they vilify people, and then that makes them an easier target for them to, right, do the deed.
For some people, seeing a
Why do you
masked
think the
officer
Democrats,
can feel a bit intimidating.
right, a lot of,
I'm Ruby
well,
Rivera,
not
your
just
neighborhood
Democrats,
reporter, which is why
like
California
even everyday
lawmakers have
citizens
recently
say
passed
some right
SB
horrendous shit,
627,
right?
which would require officers, especially ICE, to keep their faces visible while on the job. SB 627, also known as the No Secret Police Act, would ban officers from wearing masks or facial coverings while on duty. This includes peace officers who are employed by a city, county, or other
Yeah,
local
apparently
agency,
they took
and
away
any
the
officer
masks.
or agent of a federal law
So now
enforcement.
all the
However,
law
there
enforcement
are some
have to
exceptions.
demask
Those in
themselves,
undercover operations, SWAT teams, and
even though
certain
that
health
doesn't
or
really make a
safety-related
difference.
situations would still be allowed to wear masks. It was proposed by Senator Scott Wiener after immigration raids took place in Los Angeles and Kern County. Immigrant communities were
I mean, they're
particularly
obviously trying
impacted by the
to,
sight of
right, the
masked armed men
Democrats
carrying weapons and detaining people without
are
identifying
already trying to do
themselves. In a
shady
press
shit.
release, Senator Wiener says, quote,
They're
"We have to
basically
stand up
trying
and
to
say no to
neuter
secret police
the,
raining
right,
fear and
the,
intimidation on communities across
right,
California. Law enforcement should
the
never
police
be
force
easily
and
confused with the guy in the ski
military
mask
and all
robbing a
that
liquor
shit, man.
store. Yet that's what's happening with ICE's extreme masking. With SB 627 affecting all local law enforcement, 23ABC reached out to both BPD and KCSO. According to both agencies, not much would change if passed, as they're both currently in ordinance with Penal Code 830.10, which states that any uniformed peace officer must wear a badge, nameplate, or other device that bears clearly on its face the identification number or name of the officer. SB 627 now heads over to the governor's desk, who has until October 13th to fully sign it
I mean,
into
we
law
know who
or veto
Gavin
it. For 23
Newsom's
ABC
gonna
News
do.
in
He's
downtown
gonna try and,
Bakersfield, I'm
right,
Ruby
he's gonna
Rivera,
try
your
and vote
neighborhood
for it,
reporter.
obviously. I mean, he's already tried to do, right, certain executive orders to, right, shackle California even more into a commie state than it already is.
Now to news making headlines around the nation. First, it was Los Angeles and then Washington, D.C. Now, President Trump has announced this morning he's deploying the National Guard to Memphis, Tennessee in an effort to curb violent crime there. 17's Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson reports.
Memphis is a city known for music and food, and soon the site of National Guard troops patrolling its streets.
Correct. We saw this yesterday. He was moving people into
President
Memphis.
Trump made the announcement Friday morning live on Fox News. He says the move has the support of Tennessee's governor and Memphis's mayor.
The mayor is happy, and the governor, Tennessee.
Tennessee Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn thanked the president, saying he answered her call to, quote, do whatever it takes to make Memphis
oh,
safe
yeah,
again.
that's right.
Not
she
all
did
Tennessee
ask for
lawmakers
that.
are on board with the plan
I forgot
to send
about
the
her.
National Guard into their state.
The better option is investing in the long run.
That was a long time.
Investing in
Wait,
long
when
run.
was that
Shopping
when she
time
asked for that,
policemen are
though?
Here 365 days a year in perpetuity.
Tennessee Democratic Congressman Steve Cohen says the White House should work with the city on ways to deter crime.
But we do need in the community mental health facilities, and job opportunities.
Honestly, we
creation
just need to bring back the
opportunities,
asylums, to be honest.
incentives.
Since sending the National Guard
We
to
need-
Los
we need
Angeles
better
and
asylums
Washington,
and,
President Trump has talked about sending
make
troops
more
to other
alligator
Democrat
Alcatrazes
cities,
in places.
including Chicago and Baltimore. He hinted St. Louis could be next. Reporting in Washington,
Right, you need beds,
Rashad
correct?
Hudson.
You need beds and everything, right? As agents shoots and oh yeah, this is the person who was dragging the police, right, the agent, and then the ICE agent had to take out his firearm and basically shoot the
Authorities say a
suspect.
man was shot and killed after he tried to drive into agents. CBS News immigration and politics reporter Camila Montoya Galvez.
Well, he didn't
has the
just
latest.
drive into
An
agents.
ICE
He
operation
apparently
turned
was
deadly today
dragging
here
one of
in the
them
Chicago
too.
area, the latest
So
epicenter
you're
of
looking at an
President Trump's crackdown on
elevated
illegal
thing
immigration.
now.
Homeland
Now
Security
you got
officials say it all
someone with a
started when they
deadly
attempted to
vehicle
arrest
just
Silverio
starting to
Villegas
ram
Gonzalez,
people.
a man they say is here in the U.S. illegally. According to officials, Villegas Gonzalez resisted arrest and attempted to flee, and in the process struck and dragged an ICE officer. The agent
That's
then
what.
fired
Okay,
his
it was
weapon.
an ICE
Officials
officer
say
that
the
was
agent and
dragged.
Villegas Gonzalez were taken to a nearby hospital, where Villegas Gonzalez was pronounced dead. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the ICE agent sustained severe injuries, but is now in stable condition. Surveillance video of the vehicle stop shows ICE agents trying to arrest a driver, who appears to try to escape. Officials
Well,
say
now,
Villegas Gonzalez
not
entered the
only
US
did they
illegally
try
and
to
had a
resist
history of reckless
arrest,
driving.
but now they
Back to
are
you.
seen
Camila,
to.
thank you.
Now they're gonna get for like attempted murder with a vehicle. It's just like Jesus Christ. Oh fucking hell, man.
Fox, I'm your host, Mike Page. Thanks again for
Yeah, it didn't have
joining
to
us.
be
Well,
that way.
there is more
Right.
fallout right
Honestly,
now.
they probably would have
from,
taken you
social
in, did
media
some
posts,
processing to
that
see
were,
if
put
anything was
after
bad,
Charlie Kirk's
and then you
death.
probably
We've
would
been
have been
seeing
out
it,
the same
really,
day.
across not only the public jobs, but also some private sector jobs as
I mean,
well.
if you were
but
if you
also
were a
in our
citizen,
military.
right, you wouldn't have
I
a
wanna
problem.
bring you this information that a Marine was fired for his social media post after Charlie Kirk's death. The result of the Pentagon's
Oh yeah,
campaign
but yeah,
to reprimand
yeah.
troops for
Well,
inappropriate posts.
there's been a lot.
Charlie
Yeah, I
Kirk's
mean,
killing has been swift.
it's been all
Captain
over the
Austin
place, right? Tech
Gallegos,
companies,
a
military.
spokesperson for the Western recruiting region,
Look,
confirmed a Marine
you have a
officer
lot of
whose post
Democrats, right? I mean,
became
look, you
part
have
of
a
the
United
campaign on
States
social media,
that's
has been
right, Democrat
relieved
and
of his
Republican,
duties as a
and
recruiter
obviously,
and is
not a lot of
now,
people are
being
united, as
investigated.
you can see.
Another military official who spoke on conditions to candidly discuss ongoing investigations confirmed that their service branch had also initiated several investigations of service members and their social media posts following online reports. Also want to show you what Sean Parnell put out, saying it is unacceptable for military personnel and Department of War civilians to celebrate or mock the assassination of a fellow American. The Department of War has zero tolerance for it. Pete Hegseth also saying, we are tracking all these very closely and will address immediately.
Yeah, the people who are like
unacceptable.
posting all that shit, you should be very
We will
careful.
continue to really track
Because
some
as
of
soon
those
as you
stories that are
do,
connected
right,
with
as
the
soon as you
Charlie
do
Kirk
something bad,
assassination. All right, I want to
right,
now
they're
take
gonna
you out
fucking
to
smack
New
you
York.
over the head
The
with
former
that shit.
governor
Right? And so it's like, yeah, you might want to be careful what you say. Right? Just like fucking Stephen King here. He was about to get smacked with like defamation and shit. What was it? Right? Realizing his defamatory statements. Attempting to justify Charlie Kirk's passing could cost him millions in a defamation lawsuit. I apologize for advocating stoning gay. What he actually demonstrated was how some people cherry pick biblical passages. I was wrong, and I apologize. I've deleted the post. I'd say Stephen King should be ashamed. What was the point? Yeah, I know. No, he didn't. And it's exactly this kind of extreme rhetoric that encourages people to commit violence. Correct. Right? The same thing when Ilhan Omar goes around saying, bad America, evil Republicans, evil right-siders who are just wanting to make America safe. Right? But no, instead you guys want to turn it into lawlessness. You know, to each their own. I have apologized. When? You decrepit liar. Show us when Charlie ever said anything terrible, right? The horrible, evil, twisted liar apologized. This is what I get for reading something on Twitter without fact-checking. It won't happen again. And, right, you do get a lot of this, right? A lot of people going on, right? Half of the people don't even know what the fuck they're saying half the time, right? They just vilify the person because, oh, he said some things I don't agree with. Vilify him. He's evil. He's the Antichrist. Like, Jesus Christ. Who's the real Antichrist? I'm pretty much thinking it's someone in the fucking mirror.
Developing story tonight out of Jefferson City. The Missouri State Senate passes a plan that redraws the state's congressional districts.
The new districts make major changes to Democrat Congressman Emanuel Cleaver's seat in Kansas City, the 5th congressional district. It now could go further east and south, and it would lean Republican. All Republicans needed were 18 members to vote. They got 21 votes, with 11 senators opposing it. Republican State Senator Curtis Gregory from Saline County voted for the new map.
Apparently, Missouriland is doing a redistricting plan.
If it survives legal challenges. Democrats, including State Senator Barbara Washington, are talking about how in one corner of Kansas City, in the urban core, it'll now be split into 3 different congressional districts.
This will be very harmful because you know, let's say you have a Republican.
Why are they splitting it into 3?
Anti-immigrant.
Wow,
where
that's a
we
lot,
have a significant amount of immigrants. You know, we have a
I thought it would be fine to do 2, but man, they're going.
Well,
they're
I'm
going
sure I have
3.
a lot of constituents in the 21st that thought it should have stayed the same. I've got a whole lot that think we needed to move to the 7-1 route, and so at the end of the day, that's why I voted for it.
Governor Kehoe, who called the special session, will sign the bill. Democrats considered their own referendum petition. If it's successful, it would allow voters to vote on that map.
Oh, wow. Now you're trying to get voters in on the Wow, maybe you should have thought of that in the first place. Instead of trying to cheat your way into making all the decisions yourself without telling the people what the fuck is happening, yes? Fucking assholes.
Looking around the world, NATO is launching an operation called Eastern Sentry in response to Russian drone incursions this week. The Eastern Sentry operation will commence in the coming days and will involve assets from Denmark, France, the United Kingdom, Germany, and others. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte says Russia's dangerous and unacceptable drone incursion on Wednesday was not an isolated incident.
Well, I mean, oh man, when you guys are waging warfare, I mean, yeah, people are gonna find some ways to try and do some shit, right? I hate to tell you, that's warfare. What's this? Historic moment in Brazil. Yeah, here's Bolsonaro again, another, right? Bolsonaro thing.
A panel of 5 Brazilian court justices handed down the sentence just hours after reaching the historic
also, Bolsonaro
verdict,
is being put right in jail
state in Brazil is brought
for,
to trial and
I guess, money laundering, right? A
overthrow
bunch of money, apparently
Bolsonaro
money
and his
laundering or some shit.
who were also sentenced to prison, hatched a plan that would involve using armed forces personnel to assassinate the president-elect, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva.
So he was trying,
Supreme
apparently.
Court Justice Alexander
We don't know how
Delage.
credible that is.
The court also detailed attempts by Bolsonaro to cast doubt on Brazil's electoral system, leading to the January 8th riots back in 2023 when thousands of Bolsonaro supporters attacked government buildings.
It's a historic moment in Brazil. As you know, Amy, Brazil had over 20 years of a military dictatorship. And the return
Basically, they're
to
totalitarian
democracy
country,
was only about 40 years ago.
Right, dictatorship.
So it's a very young democracy. So that's why it's so important that the Supreme Court in Brazil
also, I think they have mandatory
didn't
service
leave
too.
this crime
And that
in
comes
impunity.
with totalitarianism, by the way, and dictatorships. What's this? Oh yeah. By the way, all the people who want to try to make this country into a the USA into a communist country, you know that they're going to do that, right? They're going to try and force you into a military contract. You know that, right? Against your will, by the way. Basically, your life is forfeit. Literally, if you allowed, right, the fucking... Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, this is the chick that fucking... yeah,
Wild door cam footage
but yeah,
shows the moment an elderly
I mean,
Long
that's
Island
that
woman
you will get,
shot her
right?
neighbor in the face
Marxism,
with a flare
fucking
gun during an argument inside a gated
bullshit.
retirement
If you
Kathleen
play the
Schumann,
wrong game, yeah.
76, is accused of shooting her 67-year-old neighbor outside their homes at the Belmont Vistas Senior Apartments in West Babylon on Monday evening. The victim, identified by NBC New York as Richard Catrone, could be seen walking his dog in the complex just outside the suspect's home. After she emerged from her apartment, Schumann then fired the flare gun at Catrone's face at point-blank range.
Yeah, that's
Catrone
fucking
told
weird.
the outlet that the
Yeah.
woman showed, quote, no emotion.
Yeah, this is what we saw, right? The first, yeah, shot him right in the fucking cheek. It's like,
She
what
claimed
the
I was
fuck?
the devil, that I tried to murder her, he said. Police
Oh,
did not
she's
disclose
schizo.
what sparked the dispute
Or she's
why
bipolar or
Schumann may
something.
have had a flare gun on hand. However,
that's strange.
according to neighbors who spoke to NBC New York, Schumann and Catrone have been butting heads for some time over their pets. One neighbor claims that Catrone has been harassing Schumann over her house cat, claiming it was bothering his dog.
Oh?
According to Catrone, all he asked was for Schumann to keep her cat inside. And that, quote, started
the cat
situation, he
coming
told the
inside
outlet.
his house.
Schumann has been arrested and charged with assault. Both she and Catrone were treated in the hospital, officials said. The Belmont Vistas, a gated apartment complex for residents 55 years and older, is marketed as a quiet community, but neighbor
I guess not so
violence
quiet
can
anymore.
occur almost anywhere. As the saying goes, keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Yeah.
In some cases,
Oh,
they
man.
might just be your neighbor. In April, a man in Miami Beach was arrested for attacking his 75-year-old neighbor using
Oh,
a bike
shit.
wheel over an
Oh,
argument
fuck.
about trash placement. And
Oh,
these
fuck.
incidents aren't just stateside.
Oh,
in
shit.
the UK back in 2021,
Oh, even the
a man
UK,
hurled
hey.
a pair of gardening shears at his neighbor's head after one noticed their neighbor was sitting in the other's car. These caught-on-camera attacks can even boil
What the
over
fuck?
to the point of
Dude,
no
people are
return,
wild, man.
stemming from nearly
Doing
any
weird
petty
shit.
reason. In one worst-case scenario, 3 people were left dead after an argument over something as trivial as snow shoveling.
Ah.
Disturbing
Oh,
video
that's
captured the
interesting.
dramatic clash between a man and his neighbors shoveling snow in Pennsylvania that escalated to a murder-suicide in 2021.
Oh, fuck.
Footage shows the married couple yelling obscenities at the man before he grabbed a gun and shot them both in the middle of the street before
Oh.
going back inside his home and turning a gun on himself. The gruesome
Oh,
episode
shit.
is a reminder that even ordinary disagreement
Fucking wild.
as trivial as snow shoveling. Disturbing video captured the dramatic clash between a man and his neighbors,
What?
boil over to the point of no return,
Wait, wait.
stemming from nearly any
Where
petty
was
reason.
this?
In one worst-case scenario, 3 people were left dead after an argument over something as trivial as snow shoveling.
What? Hold on. We got to look for. Hold on. Pause. So this is the fucking. So this is the 3 dead and murder suicide over snow removal dispute. This is back in the fucking 4 years ago. Right. That a man in Pennsylvania shot and killed a couple in a murder suicide over a snow removal dispute. On Monday, the same day, a major winter storm dumped more than 30 inches of snow in the parts of Northeast. Jeffrey Spade fatally shot his neighbors, James Goy, and his wife, Lisa Goy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Before killing himself on Monday morning when officers were called to West Berg Street in Plains Township, about 15 miles southwest of Scranton, according to the Luzerne County District Attorney's Office. District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis said Tuesday that the office determined no other suspects were involved and deemed the incident a murder-suicide. Well, yeah, I mean, given the video, it looks like that's what it looks. Salavantis said the office will close the case pending a report by the Luzerne County Coroner's Office. Shortly before 9 a.m. on Monday, officers responded to a report shots fired when they found the bodies of the Goys on the street, prosecutor said. Law enforcement officials said they later heard a gun fire from Spade's house. Authorities later determined this to be his self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to prosecutors. Surveillance video revealed that Spade and the Goys were involved in disputes before the deadly encounter, prosecutors said. Video shows the Goys shoveled snow from their parking spots, pushed it across the street, and threw it into Spade's property. Oh, that. Yeah, that'll piss him off. After Spade asked the couple to stop throwing snow onto his property, the neighbors got into an argument where they appear to have exchanged obscene gestures and expletives. Yeah. Prosecutors said James Goy threatened Spade and cocked his fist, prompting Spade to retreat into his home and return outside with a pistol. While the Goys acknowledged he had a gun, prosecutors said they continued to shout names at him from the middle of the street. Spade opened fire and shot the Goys before returning to his home to get another gun to deal the killing blow, according to prosecutors. After killing his neighbors, Spade went back inside his home where he shot himself as police pulled up to the scene, prosecutors said. Luzerne County District Attorney's Office, the Luzerne County Coroner, Plains Township Police, Plains Township Fire and Ambulance, and Pennsylvania State Police Forensic Service Unit were all involved in the investigation. So is this the video?
The Northeast getting slammed tonight as a powerful nor'easter pummels the coast. Heavy snow, winds. In New York, leaving some feet.
Can we see the dispute?
Princeton, New Jersey, up this storm.
For a weekend. As
No, that
both need.
they don't show it. Fuck you. Okay, never mind. Well, there you have it. I'll leave this in the right in this. But let us continue.
Disturbing video captured the dramatic clash between
I mean, we
a
could
man
probably
and his
find
neighbors
the body
shoveling
cam
snow
or
in
the
Pennsylvania that
camera.
escalated to a murder-suicide in 2021.
This guy
Footage
grabs
shows
their
the married
shovel.
couple yelling obscenities at the man before he grabbed a gun
bam,
and shot them both
right
in
here.
the middle of the street
Pop, pop.
before going back inside his home and turning a gun on himself. The gruesome episode
Oh
is a
shit!
reminder
You
that
saw?
even
Holy
ordinary
shit! You saw him.
disagreements
As soon as he came like scurrying down, he immediately went into shooting position. Right? Oh shit! Boom! What the fuck? Right there. That's shooting position. Jesus fuck. He can't see the gun, but he has it in his hand.
if cooler heads don't prevail.
There you have it. What is this? Jasmine Crockett unleashes on charter schools. Why? What?
Thank you so much. And
What happened to
I
charter?
just wanna
What did
echo
charter
what,
schools do to her?
Congressman
What
Bell
happened?
was just saying. You know, there seems to be
Did charter
a
schools hurt her
theme,
feelings? What happened?
Republicans love to talk about how they are looking out for our children and they are trying to do what's best for them, yet we still haven't seen any adequate gun legislation to protect them while.
Oh, that's why. Immediately comes in with, oh, but he's not doing enough. Now we need gun control. Dude, they're going to go down their list, right?
They're in these schools.
It's always the gun control, right?
And now that we're dealing
Even
with
though
their
it really
education,
doesn't have anything to do with gun
we're
control.
talking about $30 million being set aside, and right now we have approximately 1,400 students that take advantage of being able to kind of go into the private school situation for OSP. So that amounts to approximately.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? You know how expensive private schools are? You think a lot of Americans can pay for that shit? No, obviously not.
$21,000 per student.
You're only
that
looking
is
at a
going to
selective
private school.
few, right?
But
a
if we
select
look at the
population of people who actually
52,000
put
students
their
that are in the
children through
public
fucking,
school,
right, private schools
then we're
and
talking
shit.
about approximately $192 per student And then we start to talk about charter. Now, do y'all think charter is getting less or more? Since charter is somewhere between private and public, you guessed it right. When it comes to the charter students, then they are giving charter students $425 approximately per student. How is that equitable? I mean, I know that y'all hate the idea of the word diversity, and you don't like
weren't
equity,
you trying
and
to
you
do
don't
like
inclusion,
student
but
loan
gosh darn it, we're
forgiveness?
talking
Well,
about
actually,
kids.
she wasn't there for Biden.
And
Never
the
mind.
idea
Excuse
that
me, she doesn't know.
when someone goes to a public school,
That's right,
they
she's
can't
ignorant.
be turned away. They have to take that student. But when it comes to the private schools, they can absolutely cherry pick and decide who it is that they want to take and who it is they don't want to take. And somehow, if you end up being one of the prize students that they want to take, maybe because you lack diversity, then you'll get access to $21,000. But if you are a student who is just as capable, if not more than capable, somehow you'll only have access to approximately $192 for your public education. The public education that the people at least have some accountability over because they have the ability to elect who's going to sit on school boards and things like that, unlike at the private schools and unlike what we look at the charters. And for some reason, we complain about waste.
Wait, why does that have anything to do with you? You're just there to make policies. What? It's like this bitch is going to go into these schools and be like, hey, you gotta work for me now. It's like, what the
fraud
fuck?
and abuse, especially in this committee. And you're telling me that you believe that the American
you don't
people
even go
are
to
going to
school
say,
anymore.
yes, send our tax dollars off to those private
fuck are you
schools.
talking
The
about,
private
ho?
schools that most likely this administration has some cronies that actually own, that they're going to profit from. There is a theme in this Congress.
Oh, she's putting on that Southern tang now. She's throwing in that Southern. She going
dollars off to
she
those
going
private
ghetto
schools.
Crockett now.
The
Here it
private
is.
schools that most likely
Here it is,
this
ghetto Crockett now.
administration has some cronies that actually own, that they're going to profit from. There is a theme in this Congress. It is do everything that we can to line the pockets of the already rich and make sure that those that are struggling and need resources the most are going to be the ones
Can you please
that are
tell
sitting
me
there holding
why
the bag,
your
being told to pull
oligarchy is
themselves
different
up
from
by
the
bootstraps,
Republicans'
and when they
oligarchy,
don't,
by
you
the way?
blame them. I'll
No,
yield.
you can't. Okay, then I'm done listening to you.
You know, lady yields. Yeah.
He's even
I was
laughing.
just saying, I went to public school, so I don't know what you're talking about on that.
That's a good one.
School stuff.
I actually, at one point, I did go to a private school for a little bit as a kid, but that was for like what a grade, and then after I a grade, and then and then we moved because we were trying to move somewhere else.
I did public too.
Okay. I thought you went to private school.
I went to both.
Oh, okay.
How about
All
that?
right. All right. We didn't have private schools where I came from.
She was. That's true. Yes. Before everything, there are certain states where there weren't any fucking private schools.
St. Louis, so let's hold that down.
Sure.
So, yes, basically, he's saying. So you were living in one of the richer states that have private schools. Fucking slam, dude. Oh shit. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what's going on in Noxious YouTube because he's got some Black Fatigue stuff and Charlie Kirk stuff.
I don't like clowns.
Kevin O'Sullivan is right. Calling Charlie Kirk far right is a smear. I mean, it is a smear. He's not even right. If you want to say far right, you're looking at like Nick Fuentes and like fucking Andrew Tate and fucking right, those types of people. Right. He stood for traditional values, not extremism. The media twists words to discredit voices like his, basically. I mean, there's definitely don't get me wrong. There's definitely some Republicans who are rhinos, who are definitely right acting for the Democrat Party. Every positive post about Charlie Kirk is either ignorance of who he was or support of who he was. I mean, shit, I can't believe I'm gonna have to agree with Dark Viper AU. That's crazy, right? It's scary I can tell which. Among endless things, he was a proponent of the Great Replacement theory. Oh, Jesus. Now he's got me lost. The racist idea that immigration is a plot to replace white people. I mean, it's not even to replace it. How about this? It's just to replace Americans with some fucking, right, backwater, right, country. That's not good. Literally. You're gonna destroy America if you do that. What we know about Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson, 22, from Washington County, Utah, has been arrested as the suspected gunman in the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Background: Robinson briefly attended Utah State University 2021, late enrolled at Dixie Technical. So yeah, this is... I mean, he looked like a normal guy, right? Especially with the when in the photos with his family members, right? And then he did the heinous act. Oh yeah, he's like a Harry Sisson, literally. The left is already... I can't read what that... Trying to spin Tyler Robinson's background to make it seem like, oh, he's not conservative. I mean, the dude's a wacko. He clearly was radicalized from people he was talking to online. Don't be full, investigate, recover, case, integrate. I'm not gonna... The whole Antifa... I'm honestly, the whole... The slogans on the... I'm gonna wait off on that stuff, because it's like, I mean, yeah, sure. But I'm waiting till the court trial, right?
I swear
I'm not jumping to conclusions like some of the, right, Sisson and all these fucking weirdos are doing. Because they love, right? They love playing into, right? These people love playing into the conspiracy theories, right? Because it gets them clicks, it gets them likes, right? It gets them money.
It's so
That's all
unfortunate.
It is. I mean, shit, even Asmongold does it.
Sounds like a demon.
Great idea.
When he did it.
Target. No, but seriously, we're gonna be serious. It's so unfortunate when bad things happen to bad people. Who would have thought the man that made it his whole personality to hate on everybody that didn't look like him and have his same gender?
Didn't look like him.
People would want to...
That's not what. So these people are just making shit up as usual.
We're gonna have to pray. I hope them prayers do the same thing that they did for slavery.
Right, all of the things he say is literally false.
No, but seriously, Charlie Kirk, shots and prayers.
As you can see, they're heckling like witches.
And I'm the only one here. I'm not talking to you. Like you're very unprofessional. And for you to be that rude and disrespectful, I'm definitely coming back. When is the store manager here?
Oh yeah, the black
You're the store
fatiguers.
manager.
Yeah.
I don't have to back up. She's behind the counter. I'm right here. You just back up. You back up for me. First of all, you're a male. You shouldn't be approaching me. I'm a female.
You're a female?
No, I don't have to back up.
Yo, female, yo, bitch, you gotta calm down.
You're making it worse. Now, like I said, you were very, very, very rude. Okay, get it from me. No. Because she was very nasty to me for absolutely no reason. I was very polite. I was very mannerable. No, because that's not your job. No.
But I'm security here.
You're not, but you don't. I don't care about that. I don't care about. You're not keeping no peace.
So come outside.
You're not keeping no peace. Listen, no, I don't. I want. Listen.
You ain't keeping no peace. That's because you always want to cause a problem. You want to cause a problem with her. You literally want to cause a problem.
I can't. You had a problem. I took too long. Exactly. Now you see she admitted it on camera. Mind you, look, y'all, nobody's here. Nobody's here. I was the only one here. Getting chicken at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Chicken at 9 o'clock in the morning.
You just heard her, right? Getting chicken at 9 o'clock. Bitch, it's breakfast. What do you mean? Why are you trying to get chicken at 9 o'clock in the... What the fuck are you talking about, woman?
Exactly. Nobody was behind me. You know they have cameras here. Nobody was behind me.
And I can pull up the camera if I want.
So listen what I'm saying.
You listen.
Listen what I'm saying. I'm asking you for the corporate
These
information.
people can refuse the right to...
When I
Right.
have it, then I'll go outside.
They can refuse the right to service
She's
for you.
supposed to give it to me.
Especially if you're causing it.
Can you come outside with me? I'll write it for you. Come on.
No. I can post whatever I want. I can post whatever I want. You know the law in New Jersey? I can record in public. I am going to post this and I'm going to tag John Bees. I sure
no.
am. I got over 300K followers. I sure.
Given what she's saying, she has every right to be like, hey, I don't give you permission to post my face and all that, right? Because she could now sue, right? So this whatever this person's doing behind the camera, she gonna get herself fucked up.
I am going to post it. And I'm going to tag them. You admitted it. You admitted I was taking forever and you had an issue with that.
Go ahead. Because
Ain't no because it's over. All this time you wasted, I could have been out both of y'all face. All I asked you was for the listen. All I asked you for was the corporate information. But you can sit here and go back and forth with me. Now you scared to be on the internet. Now you scared to be on the internet. You scared. Now you scared.
Just fucking leave.
You don't want it if I post it. I don't need your permission. I don't need your permission. In the state of New Jersey, all you need is my permission. This is my camera. And you still arguing. Fuck you and security. Yes. 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 You right. But you taking her side. You still ain't got the information from me. You could have got it already. Like, no.
Honestly, this security guard could just kick her out now.
I want a refund. I want a refund.
Refund? You didn't pay for shit, bitch.
What you want.
Tried to warn you.
Oh, it's this one. Yeah, apparently she got beat up by this guy. What the fuck happened?
Are you serious?
Over the bathroom. No way. Over the fucking bathroom, dude. Why can't she just go somewhere else? By the way, the fact that she's not supposed to be back there, right? She's encroaching where she's not supposed to be encroaching, right? They could get the cops right now because you're disturbing their workplace and trying to stop their workplace.
Let this be a
right?
lesson to all those other conservative freaks, those little weirdos with podcasts. Just know your necks are on the line. Your necks? No. Your necks. Hello? Bitch, did you hear Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck? Actually, no, I'm listening to Man Down by Rihanna.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, the fucking so stupid.
State of the world getting so bad, I'm gagging over any fucking thing these days. So, apparently at Utah Valley University, Charlie Kirk just got shot in the neck. Bitch, I don't even know what to fucking say to that one. Except, you got me fucking gagging.
We can't live like this anymore.
New Zealand performing traditional haka. Yeah. That's surprising they're doing it for, right, Charlie Kirk. It seems like there's been a lot of people all over the world, like, listening to Charlie Kirk, right? Oh, wow, there's a lot of people with MAGA hats there. Well, I mean, a few. Okay. Well, oh, she gonna get fucked up. Alright, there you have it. That is the feeling fatigued and just a bunch of fucking assholes, right? On the whole Charlie Kirk death. But yeah, there you have it, ladies and gents. I will leave all the links in the description, so you can check them out if you want. And yeah, cheers.